Okay, gentlemen, Josh. All right, so a frequency table is a method of showing information when multiple entries repeat. So a frequency table is a method of showing information when multiple entries repeat. So an example would be, let's say, I'm going to make a frequency table for number of, and I'm just making this up off the top of my head, so this isn't made on like actual data, but let's say number of Academy Award nominations. Academy Award, gentlemen, nominations. So this is going to be number of nominations and then frequency. So what would happen is if I were to list these out, I would have a super long list, and I would have a long list with a bunch of numbers that occur often. So like there's a bunch of movies that have been nominated twice. And so rather than listing 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, I would just list that there's a bunch of movies that were nominated twice, and then how many of them were nominated twice. So say that there were 10 movies nominated twice. And then say that there were some movies that were nominated 3 times, and maybe there were 4 movies nominated 3 times. And then 4, maybe there was 1 movie nominated 4 times. So I'm going to show you what we're doing with it, but you're going to be given this table and you're going to be doing math to it. So maybe there's 2 movies nominated 5 times.
No, just roll that down and right there.
Okay. Maybe 1 movie nominated 6 times. Maybe 2 movies nominated 7 times. And then I'm not basing this on anything, but let's say this year maybe there's 3 movies nominated 8 times, and then that's it. Okay? So rather than listing out, so like if I wanted you to find the mean number of nominations for this year, rather than listing out a super long list of 2s, like rather than having 2 listed 10 times, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right, I would just have 2 and then 10 of those. And rather than having that followed by 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, I'd have 3 and then 4. So a frequency table is a way to show information when multiple entries are repeat entries. So rather than having this great big list of data where I have all of these entries that repeat, I have this frequency table that makes it so that it's simpler and easier to read. So let's try and do some math to this. Let's try and find the mean, the median, and the mode. So one of these is way easier to find than the other 2. What? Yeah. The mode is way easier to find than the mean or the median. Okay? So you guys remember what the difference between these 3 things are? The mean is the average, the median is the middle number, and then the mode is the most frequently occurring. So which one of these numbers is most frequently occurring? 2. So that would mean that this one right here is the mode. Okay, cool. It also happens that mode is the most garbage statistic, but we found it. So now if you wanted to find mean, this is the next easiest to find. So to find mean, there's a couple things that we would need to do. We would need to find out the total number of things here. So the total number of things here would be 10 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus 3 is 23. So I've got 23 things. And then to find out the total number of nominations, I would do 2 times 10 which is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 1 is 6. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 3 is 24. I'm going to add these up. 32, 36, 46, 52, 62, 66, 70, 90. Is it 80? I think it's 90. And then you would do this divided by that. Let me check to see if I'm right. I might have made a mistake. I'm an imperfect person. I'm an imperfect person who makes mistakes all the time. So let me just, well, let me double check. So 20 plus 12 plus 4 plus 10, 14. I am not above making mistakes. So 90. So then the mean would be this number here divided by that number there. So 90 divided by 23. Now I get this huge decimal, so I'm going to round it to 2 decimal places. 3.91. That means that the average number of Oscar nominations or Academy Award nominations in this year was 3.91. The mode is 2. The most frequently occurring is 2. Now let's talk about how you would find the median. Now, the median, you're trying to find your way towards the middle here, right? So, kind of explaining how I do this. So like you've got 10 here, so we've counted 10 in this direction. Now let's try and count 10 in this direction. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, so this is 9 in this direction. If I count 10 in this direction, it's going to be in here. Does that make any sense what I'm saying? Okay. Because sometimes I try to explain what I do in my head, and it only makes sense to me. So like, I counted 10 this way, and counting 10 this way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm into the 3s. So 10, 10. No matter what, my median is going to be inside these 3s. Okay, because like, because I'm counting towards themselves, like I'm counting towards the middle. The median is in the middle. So like I'm counting down from here, it's just that counting down, I had so many up here. Like I was counting down, it's just counting down, there were so many 2s. And I'm counting up from here, it's just that like it took all of these to make as many as the 2s. Because there were so many 2s. Right, and no matter what, that median is going to be in the 3s. And so the median in this case is 3. So the mean is 3.91, the median is 3, and the mode is 2. The median is the kind of hard one to describe how to do, at least my method of doing it. So let's take a look at your assignment, and I'll try to explain how to do it on another one. And for some reason, I forgot to actually title your assignment this time. So it's just called assignment. I don't know why I did that. Chalk it up to me being a weird dude. How's your mom doing?
She's 7.
Good.
She's still pretty slow though.
I'm sure. Anything that has to do with the car.
Yeah. Like this entire side of her face is like greenish color.
Okay. So mean, median, and mode. One of those is easier than the other, and that's mode. So right away you can tell what the mode is here. Okay, so mode is 7. Oh, sorry, not 7, yeah, 2, sorry. Thank you. Mode is 2. Thank you, Tiara.
Why is it 2?
It's 2 because 2 is the one that occurs most frequently. Its frequency is 7.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, now let's talk about how to find the mean. All right, so we're going to add up how many of these we have. So 3 plus 7, 10,
10,
16,
17, 22.
21.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go over here. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 1 is 4. 5 times 4 is 20. And we're going to add these up. So 17 plus 18 is how much?
That's what you said again?
Okay, so yeah, these add up to be 59. And then I do this number divided by that number to get the mean. To
So
two,
59 divided by what? 21?
mm-hmm. This number divided by that number and go to 2 decimal places. So what is it? 2.81. Now, let me try to explain again how to get the median. Alright. So, I've gotten 3 down here. So this is 3. If I go 3 here, I'm partway through the 4, right?
Wait a minute.
Maybe it's better if I explain it a different way. Let me try a different way to explain it. There's 21 here, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So the middle one is exactly right here. So I'm gonna have, what's half of 21 about?
10 and a half.
Okay, so 10 and a half. So I'm gonna have about 10 on this side and about 10 on that side with one hole in the middle. 10 and 10, 1 in the middle.
Okay.
Right? And that together makes 21.
Yep.
So I need to count 10 up in this direction and 10 down in that direction.
So once you get a 10, you just stop? Or
So
what?
I go 10 down here,
Okay.
and then 5, and then if I count 10 up here, it's going to be in here somewhere, right?
Yep.
Which means that the median needs to be in which section? Right, it's in this 6th section, which
It's
is
in
really
3, 4, 5.
It's in the 3. It's not in 3.5.
3, 4, 5. It's in that section.
It's in the 3 section, which means the median is
Oh.
3.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to do this one. So I start doing my own and I'll get lost.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next one here.
Load is 1.
Mode is 1. To find the mean, we're going to add up all of these. So 11 plus 5 is 16, 14, 18, 19, 21, 22, 11, 10, 4, 10,
Difference is 49. What's the other?
She definitely fixed this rounding. No, there's a 7 after that last point.
2.3.
Make sure that you're rounding correctly. There should be 2.23. Okay, so now we're going to all talk about the median together. Because I think a lot of people still don't understand it. Of the 6 of you, maybe one of you understand what I'm trying to say.
I kind of get it.
Okay, so there's 22 here, right?
Alright, I got it. I think I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, but let's just see. Let's just make sure you're right, though, okay? There's 22 here, right?
Yep.
What's half of 22?
11.
Okay, that means that we're going to have 11 on one side, 11 on the other, and then we're going to have something in the middle. So, jump down 11 here. So it's not going to be one of the number ones. It's going to be something outside of that. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's exactly it. Between 1 and 2.
So it's directly between 1 and 2. So it's not number 1, and it's not number 2.
We just list both of them?
Yeah, so it's the exact, like you have to add the two together, add 1 plus 2, divide by 2, 1.5. You get 1.5. So the median is going to be 1.5.
This is easy. Is this always do all this?
Mhm.
Oh, that's it?
They're all the same. You just, is that the assignment?
No.
Is that your notes?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude,
I don't need them.
well, you're going to have to, like, what happens on Friday when you have a frequency table and you have, like, you've completely forgotten how to do it?
Oh, well.
Because this is you writing a note to future Brett on how to do it.
Oh.
Because, like, on Friday, you're going to be like, past Brett, how do I do this? And, like, future Brett is going to be like, past Brett, why did you do that to your notes?
Oh, it's just. You're laughing when you go.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad. Super glad. Yes, now you can go to the bathroom. Thank you for waiting.
No.